In the comments to one of my previous videos, someone asked how I was getting on with the reward book and reward trees in Gwent, given I've been playing for a significant length of time. Unfortunately, most of the time I spent playing it was in the pre-beta phase, when there weren't such a thing as reward points, so I actually didn't get that many reward points. I then spent a lot of the ones I got early on, because I didn't really understand how these things worked, on Northern Realms, so I ended up not keeping any for the things I actually wanted to unlock down the line. So I also figured it was a good opportunity to do a video about this in case people were curious about this and hadn't actually downloaded the game for free themselves. But basically, you earn reward points by playing the game. So there would be a variety of ways of getting them, mostly through doing your daily wins of rounds. So like the first time you win 6 rounds in a day, not even matches, but just individual rounds, will get you a reward point. And you get a couple more for 12, and then for 18, if you play every single day, you can get a couple of reward points. There are also different daily quests you can do, and sometimes those rewards will have rewards that will be reward points or currency for the actual the in-game shop. So all of the trees have new and unique designs, which are pretty cool. Like they're generally shaped around the theme of the character or the symbol that they portray. For instance, Eridan's based around a skull, which is kind of neat. I mean, they could have just been very simply, basically done trees, but they put a little bit of thought and effort into them. And every tree has roughly the same sort of patterns. You spend points to make your way along. There'll be some branches. Story nodes will be nodes that give you ore for the in-game store, and then the more of them you get on a single page, the more each of them are worth. There's also chests. Every leader page has got a couple of kegs for their faction, a couple of premium-based kegs, and then at the very end, an alternative skin for the actual character themselves. So I'm not going to dip into all of these because a lot of these are empty, but there are some that I can show off that I have unlocked. For instance, I used a lot of Ada when she first came out, when she was doing a bunch of stuff with cursed creatures. So I have her skin, and I completed her entire tree, which also means that you get an unlock of her avatar to play with as well. So like if there's a particular faction you like playing with, you can also unlock the actual faction by completing the tree for their overall faction. Unlocking these crowns in the faction trees will also unlock the leaders for you if you don't want to use the material to actually just craft them. So like say if you move over to the second page, there'd be the Thronebreaker and Crimson Curse trees. So like if you wanted to unlock people from say the Syndicate tree, you can unlock the new characters by going along the nodes and then claiming the reward at the end for 5 points to unlock that leader. Now I noticed with the Syndicate who hasn't been added yet, so I've pre-bought the nodes towards that, waiting to buy him or her whenever they get added, which is curious, not something I've mentioned in the previous streams. There's also a different yearly board, which is something you can plug away at over the course of the year, which has got some interesting bits of story about it. But they have actual game boards to unlock, the Wild Boar board in this case. And there's also different boards for each season as well. So at the moment we're in the season of the Griffin, so there are 2 trees for that. The Georgia Kagan tree is for the Griffin season to unlock challenges to complete, to unlock avatars. And crucially, these ones unlock a card back for your cards. I normally don't bother with the other tree, which is the one for banners. I like getting the card backs because, you know, it's something I look at myself when I'm making the decks and putting them together. But the other ones then have rewards of extra borders for your avatar, and I have the Cyberpunk one, so I'm probably just going to use the Cyberpunk one forever and then never use anything else. So yeah, I figured I'd just show off some of the trees, and you know, that's what they are. You spend reward points. You can also get reward points by going into the contracts. But contracts are essentially little miniature achievements. I already have the Platinum Trophy for Gwent, thankfully. But for contracts, you can see ones you've claimed, ones you haven't. So things like spending a certain amount of ore, collecting reward points and spending them. Some strange gimmicks like having 5 statuses on a unit during an online match. Sending good games, winning with every character, milling cards, opening kegs, doing well in ranked mode, arena, winning matches in each season, leveling up, and for the Witcher Tales game. Like I like to, I think there's a way of showing off 5 of them, isn't there? No, it's a 5 of tracking, but I want to say there's also a summary. Yeah, they're the 3 that I'm happiest with. Spending meteorite powder, because I have spent a bit of money on the game. Flawless execution for destroying 5 enemies in 1 turn, because it's always fun. And winning an online game in under 7 minutes, because it's actually surprisingly hard to get people to, just forfeit. Them forfeiting doesn't count. You have to actually beat them within 7 minutes. So I'm quite proud I managed to get that. Anyway, that'll do for showing off the reward tree and how you get points for them. And we're going to come back in a little while and play some more Assassin's Creed. So in the meantime, thanks for watching.